You're watching the News Channel 15 Highlight Zone with Glenn Marini and Ross Kinsey.
Forget the stuffing, the cranberry sauce, and the green beans. Only your Thanksgiving turkey is packed tighter than tonight's edition of the Highlight Zone.
That's right. Boys sectional semifinals. You win tonight, you move on to the sectional title game tomorrow. We're burning up the road tonight, too, to bring you games from Huntington North to Napanee, all the way down to Berne and everywhere in between. But first, let's start in Waterloo. Last season, no local team made it further than Columbia City. The Eagles soaring all the way to semi-state. However, that was in 3A. Columbia City bumped up to 4A this year. Tonight, that meant a date with a talented Northside team. It's the Redskins and the Eagles at DeKalb. It's your Highlight Zone game of the week. Columbia City, they led by 1 at the half. In the third quarter, though, the Redskins in control of this one. Sam McGee hits the runner, but Derek Heinen, a big night for him. He had a game-high 22 points for the Eagles. But back comes Northside. Quillen Howard Upshaw slashing to the basket. Northside up 6. Back comes CC. Drew Benedict, a long 3. He had 13. But how about Andy Bachman, the senior for Northside? Now he's moved down low. He puts the Redskins up 7. Back come the Eagles, though. Austin Paul, the putback. Then Drew Burnsworth, right before the third quarter buzzer, hits the 3, and Columbia City took a 1-point lead into the fourth quarter. In the fourth, though, Bachman, he led Northside with 16 points. The Redskins reclaimed the lead, but it was all Eagles after that. A gritty win tonight by the Eagles. Daniel Wall, great post move. He had 8. Matt Rethlake had 6 points. Columbia City gets the win, 66-56.
One of my old coaches texted me the other day, said we haven't won a back-to-back sectional since 75, 76, so we really want to do that for our program. It's a great program to be a part of, and getting another sectional championship would be awesome.
Once we start playing some defense in the first half, giving up 35 points or 33 points, I thought the game was too high scoring. Kind of took the air out of it a little bit in the fourth quarter. Guys did a good job of moving the ball and hitting free throws down the stretch, but just something about our group, they just got a knack of finding a way to win.
How about Derek Heinen dropping knowledge right there?
I know, he's an informed young man.
A late game at DeKalb. Columbia City will face the winner of Carroll and Northrop. Brenton Scott, despite the intentional foul, gets the bucket to fall. Then he spots up, drains the 3. Brenton Scott, game-high 25 points. His twin brother Bryson then gets in the mix, scores on the out-of-bounds play. Carroll hanging with fantastic freshman Chandler White. He led Carroll with 13, but too much Northrop. Bryson Scott with 11. Northrop wins 60-54.
Let's go out to Huntington North. Jay County upset special on Tuesday as they took down New Haven tonight. The Patriots facing Wayne, and early on, Keegan Comer with the big 3-pointer for the Patriots. But guess what? Justin Mitchell, number 1 for Wayne's been doing it all season long. The and one there, and Wayne was thinking upset themselves. Fast forward to the third quarter. Chris Niemeyer with the 2 right there. Fundamentally sound. Generals up 7 after 3 in the fourth. How about Niemeyer off the nice pass from Mitchell, and another upset at Huntington North as Wayne takes down Jay County 51-42. Let's go to the late game. Homestead 20-2 in the season. Spartans facing regional rival Huntington North from just down the highway. And early on, that was Zach Terrell to Seth Coate. And then Terrell says, you know what, I'm gonna take this one myself. He buries the 3 right there. Huntington North trying to fire back. Noah Reed, a little off-balance jumper right there. And Tim Tebow was there, and he was pretty excited about it. But too much Terrell. Watch ZT get the and one there as Homestead is moving on 64-48.
Let's keep things in 4A as Warsaw tries to take down 10th-ranked Elkhart Memorial. Memorial up big at the half, but Warsaw chipping away in the second half. Lucas Gross hits inside for 2, then Jared Bloom tries to take over a little bit, the little scoop and score. Bloom then knocks down the 3, but this night would belong to the Chargers as they force the turnover and get the bucket. Elkhart Memorial ends Warsaw's season 70-50.
I was waiting for a Bloom goes to dynamite. All right, moving on to 3A. Down in Osseo, Whitko and Heritage. This one a tight one. Wildcats led by Logan Irwin came in 16th in the state in history with 2,100 career points. But yeah, early on Connor Sheehan, yeah, you saw it. Up by 12 would be Heritage, then Whitko chipping away. That was Keaton Irwin. And then less than a minute to go, Logan Irwin knifing. That would cut the lead to 4 at 64-60. 43 seconds to go. Irwin misses the free throw. Stephen Bennett puts it in, and it's just a 1-point Heritage lead. Now 2 seconds left. We're tied at 65. Irwin, 1 of 2 free throws. That's all he would need. He would score 39 points in this one, and Whitko comes from 12 down to win it 66-65. Late game in Norwell, the 4th-ranked Knights taking on Belmont, and this one belonged to Norwell from the get-go. Early on, it's Caleb Featherston on the 3, then Grant Baker. You know what? This kid's been able to shoot his entire career. He buries the 3. It's an 8-zip lead out of the gate. They weren't done. Josh Van Meter finishing the break. 11-zip Norwell early in the first, and then, well, it's Van Meter in the corner. You can't let him have any space. A 16-2 Knights lead right out of the get-go as Norwell beats Belmont 79-51.
Let's take the sectional train up to Garrett Paul Bateman Gymnasium, 11th ranked Concordia taking on the host Railroaders, and Concordia in control. Ryan Gross hits the 3 despite the bump. He led Concordia with 18, but Garrett battling Drake Landis. Strong move to the hoop. He had a game-high 22. Matt Singleton picks up the loose ball and scores for Garrett, but too much Concordia tonight. Brian Grimeau inside for 2 of his 9 points. Contrail McCarter finishes off the break. Concordia wins 56-35. So who will Concordia get in the title game? Bishop Dwenger or Angola? They're meeting in the late game. Hornets firing early. Simon Brown, 3 of his 10 points, and Coach Greg Holmes applauding the effort. Dwenger, though, answers with Michael Sordelet. Hits the long 2. Good ball movement by Angola. Ryan Gaff hits the bunny. He had 8, but Dwenger slowly pulls away in this one. Mike Fiacable and 1. He had 9. Brent Lochweiler, he adds 11. Bishop Dwenger wins 59-35 because of the girls' state game tomorrow night. Bishop Dwenger faces Concordia Monday night, 7 o'clock at Garrett.
All right, from Garrett we go to Napanee. Northwood facing Lakeland early on. Jonathan Wilkinson ahead of the pack to Braxton Miller. He gets the bucket right there, but the Lakeland sideline saying, you know what, we need to correct some things. How about get the ball to this kid? Spencer Mortola with the fundamentally sound jumper right there, but Northwood firing back. Zachary Zucker going baseline right here to get the +1, or get the ball, and gets the +1, I should say, as Lakeland beaten by Northwood by 10, 51-41 your final there. How about the late game in Northwood? Wawasee and West Noble early on. It's Jake Clark, the men in green, feeling good early on as Clark buries the 3, but West Noble going inside to Nick No. No had 7 points on the game. Wawasee trying to crank up the defense at this point. Trent Coble with the steal right here, as we like to call it, the pilfer and the pair.
Pilfer and the pair. Thanks, Scott Newport.
But Keith Gibson had 20 points for West Noble, as West Noble a winner, 53-39. Also, as we are talking basketball, we are done with 4A. We're done with 3A. But coming up after the break, we're going to bring you some of the smaller schools, as they had a big night on the basketball court as well.
And that means a trip to the Stardome, where South Adams battling Adams Central, and Blackhawk and Canterbury also in action tonight. All next in the Highlight Zone.